On apartment is an old man, so that's the whole tricky though.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm with Jerry. That smack while they eat.
Definitely psycho.
Like it's something that
So I started like when I was 15. I started hustling, trying to make some money. But I started
saying that y'all know about these benches, but she didn't say benches.
No, she said it.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Apartment 4A. I think it's the dynamic duo once again. It's me and it's the white gold part all over again.
The white gold part is coming to a social media page near you.
I know that's right. I feel. Willie's back, man. How you been, bro? What's been going on?
Man, I'm good, man. Busy time. You know, we're in that part of the year where the months feel like the weekend. You know, October, November, December is basically Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we already halfway through November already. It feels like it just came in.
I know it just came in yesterday. It's already literally the 8th. You know, we'll be state employees will be off on Friday.
Yeah,
next thing we know will be Thanksgiving.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's gone.
Then we saying Happy New Year.
That's how it always happens.
Yep.
Man, it happened so fast. Oh, what's up, PK?
Hey.
It's good to see you.
Oh,
good to see you. Got some special projects coming up with her. We're gonna talk about all that.
Oh, the project.
Yeah, that's good. I'm excited for them. We'll talk about that later though.
All right.
But yeah, man, you know, Mississippi been Mississippian. We had another election yesterday or last night.
Yep.
And yeah.
Hey, man. You know? Hey. I was promoting for my boy BP, Big BP. I thought we had it.
Listen, and I will say this. About Brandon Presley. He ran a good race.
He did.
He ran a real good race.
He did.
He got 47% of the vote, so that was good.
Yeah.
Tate Reeves got 51%. So, you know, let everybody know Tate Reeves is the governor for the next 4 years here in the state of Mississippi. But the thing that got me, man, you know, watching the elections, trying to see what's going on, I'm like, who is Gwendolyn Gray? I'm like, who?
Still don't know. I still have no idea who Gwendolyn Gray is.
She got 10,000 votes. I'm like,
I need to see them back.
You know what I'm saying? I remember going to the poll and going, this name ain't on my paper.
I had two choices, man.
And I'm like,
and a write-in.
Right. So there's 10,000 people wrote her name in. And for what I understand, she withdrew before the election. So I'm like, she really made an impression on quite a few people. And I'm just like, man, you know, BP could have used them 10,000 votes, man.
I ain't seen no Gwendolyn sign, no Gwendolyn commercials, no Gwendolyn visit the kids. I ain't saying she wasn't right.
Yeah.
I just didn't see the material out there.
I had no idea, like none at all. So, but it's all good. You know, we got 4 more years of Tate Reeves, and we gonna deal with it the best we can. You know, we do know and understand that if you was expecting Medicaid to be expanded, it ain't gonna happen these next 4 years.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
It just ain't gonna happen. So
Tay said we ain't doing that.
He ain't doing it. You know, you gotta find the money, do what you gotta do, pay for it yourself, because we ain't gonna give you a dime.
I did. Maybe I need to educate myself more on that when they had the debate and they had a debate, and they was talking about Medicaid, and he was like, "Well, we don't want to extend it because that's gonna force people to have to leave their doctors and this and that." But I'm like, if you by you not extending it, ain't that doing the same thing?
Yeah, and now they can't go to the doctor.
Now they can't go to the doctor, so they still got to go find a doctor.
Right.
It's the
for us to have been in a scandal about misappropriating funds for people who don't have,
right,
be one of the poorest states in the United States to not get free money by extending Medicaid, it just baffled me. I'm like, you know,
the money to keep a lot of it, because you got a lot of the rural hospitals that's shutting down, and you need that in areas. I mean, you need that. Like, everybody can't get out to these other hospitals or go out and reach out to these doctors. I mean, you need those rural hospitals that are set in a lot of communities, a lot of our communities. You know, it's some stuff you just like. I know you see this like we see this, but you know, it's
one of those things that are half and half nots. Either you got it and it's good, or you don't get it and you just kind of live without. And so, and it's wild, man. You know, but I will say, if you know, you talked about the debate, I will say this is one of the most entertaining debates I ever seen in my life.
I was at my son's football practice in the car, like, y'all can practice. I'm watching this debate. Got to the house, cut it on the TV. I said, I got to. Hey, no, I ain't seen a Mississippi debate. Cause my boy, BP said he been ducking it. That's the first
he been ducking it. He been ducking it.
You ducked me all the one time, but I'm happy that you came tonight. I like, oh yeah, this might be good.
BP wasn't playing with him. BP said, "You call me whatever you want." You a lie.
He said, you keep telling the lies on me. I keep telling the truth about you.
I keep telling the truth on you. That's what he said.
Hey man, BP had he had it. He had him in a bind up there. The whole time. Now take you get a little mad when he mentioned about his brother.
Hey, I thought he was gonna come over there. You keep my family name out your mouth.
I
said, oh no.
I don't know, Brandon Phillips, like, he can fight. I don't know if Taylor's gonna go.
Oh boy, I'd have been too tickled. Them two got the tussling on that stage.
BP he out of Nelton, you know. I'm pretty sure they can scrap down now.
That doggone Brandon Presley say, ain't nobody question my morals around here. I ain't changed nothing.
I ain't saying nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Man.
Boy, they were calling all type of stuff, boy. They were wild.
Yeah.
So we want to appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. Tell us what you think, especially if you're in Mississippi or any other state. I'm not sure if any other states had their elections last night, but tell me what you think about the Mississippi election. How do you feel? Are you happy with the results? Are you upset? What do you want to see change? I tell you, and I don't mind saying this, you know, maybe it'll get me counsel, but it's okay. I went in there with the mindset of I'm voting for anybody that ain't in office. I'm just basically at the point now that just somebody new, man. At some point, if we want to change, we got to elect new officers. So I'm like, even if they end up being bad, at least it's something different. I mean, my goodness. But it's same old same for us.
I agree. I agree with you, Brad. And I'm like, at some point, I mean, I think that was a lot of us in Mississippi. You just want some change. I mean, I get the whole Republican Democrat thing. I think the last Democratic mayor we had was Ronnie Musgrove. So I mean, at some point, it's like you want the change. You see the change is needed. I mean, I can understand if things were really going like certain people say they are, and it's on this big upward movement, but it ain't. I mean, the folks that's around, the boots on the ground people, you know, we really know what it is. We know it's hard to keep a lot of our young people in the state, and at the same time, we want to be able to take care of a lot of our older people in the state. So, you know, I'm with you. It's like you want to change. You want somebody that's gonna be for the people and be for the state, truly for the state. You know, because you know we want to be. You know, we here. We still here, Mississippi, trying to make it work to our best.
Trying to make it work.
So,
Mike said we need to get rid of the whole bipartisan system. I'm with you, man.
That whole system is, man, all this, man. I think we just take the vote now. We just have a good old scrap it out.
Survival. You trying to have a Hunger Game. Well, you
something different.
Something different for real.
Something different.
and Mike, you said you hit the nail on the coffin, man. People vote party over self-interest, and they absolutely
all day. That's the thing. When me and my wife we was talking about it, and I said, Brandon Presley, he's gonna get some votes, but you got a lot of areas, just like when the presidential election was, you got a lot of these people in a lot of these areas that's gonna vote. And it no matter what their state is, how they're living, what needs they need to be met, or this and that, they not even thinking about that. I'm gonna vote for this because of X, Y, and Z. I may not never do nothing to help benefit me, but I'm gonna vote for this reason. And like that's just, it's crazy.
It's unfortunate, man, that we can't see the things that we need. And I'm not saying that even, you know, one party is better than the other. You know, they both have their faults, you know, especially for you know, African American men in Mississippi or and women, you know, just in general in Mississippi. So they both have their issues, but at some point, you know, I feel like we talk about change and talk about wanting to do something different, and then we turn around and do the exact same thing again. And we know for one thing for sure, you know, that's the definition of insanity. Just continue to do the same thing over and over again. But at some point, like, and it's like people can't see it. They just, you know, bring those people back, and then we point the finger at somebody else because we ain't progressing. It's like, man.
Now, I will say, I think it's getting better, because I think the gap between this election and the previous election, it kind of closed. It was a smaller gap between the Republican and the Democratic vote. So I think, and like they said, I think we had a larger number of people to turn out to vote this time. So that's always a plus. It's just, the thing is, you got to keep that motion. You got to keep that movement. It's got to continue to get better, you know. So you know, at times like this, you know, you feel like it's moving in the right direction, and you know, you got that hope. You just don't want to take 2 steps back, and then the next time it's like you know. So
I agree with you there too, Willie, man. We had over 800,000 people vote, and that is way up from what we usually have. And so that was great. And I saw some of the reports of some polls having issues with staffing or running out of ballots and stuff. And the one thing I was impressed with was those people didn't leave. They were like, that's all right. We're going to stand right here. Y'all going to get these votes today. And so I was like, you know, that's good, because a lot of times people that just gave up and said it ain't worth it. So I was happy for them to be like, no, I'm going to vote. I'm going to voice I'm going to put my vote to, you know, to have a voice. So I thought that was great.
Sure, yeah, I tell folks all the time, these elections, I mean, a lot of jobs, you get time off, you gotta take it. Go vote. Do your thing, you gotta wait. Luckily here in Clinton, we didn't have much of a wait, but we had the same situation as we always do, and they never find my name on the list. It's this, because you know, okay, my last name is Davidson, David. And they always flip to the page with the Davis. Every time. I stand there, I watch the lady. She'll flip there. She'll be like, I just don't see your name, babe. I'll be like, just flip it back. And then I'll be at the very top. I point to it every time. She'll be like, there you go. Yep.
At least you know. At least you know.
Hey, I enjoy it now. I think she know I'm gonna tell her. She
looking, you the one, ain't it?
Yep, that's me. All right,
man. One of the locals elections, I remember my wife went in there, and she gave her ID and everything, and they were like, "Oh no, see you." And they found her like, "Oh, your address look different." I think we have a B on our address because we were the second people out here. Our road is not associated or don't have a name, and so we I think even the paper didn't have the B, her license did, or vice versa, or something like that. I mean, gave her a hard time. She was really frustrated, but no, they allowed her to vote. Mm-hmm. She called and told me about it, and then I went up there, went and talked to the same lady. Yeah, asked me no questions. She was just like, "All right, here you go."
Well, because she already knew. She's like, "Oh, I know now."
That's no question. That didn't do nothing but just fire my wife off.
Like what? They didn't question you?
They ain't question you enough. No, just straight enough.
Told me go have a good time and vote. So
that's pretty much
what I did.
But
like we going together next time.
I know. And with this time, because she went first. She went early that morning. I went later that morning. So this time I went early that morning. I went first. Mm-hmm. She went late in the afternoon. So I made sure I was the same lady. She had no question.
No question.
I'm like, I don't know.
Hey, what can I say?
It's all good though, man. But I do. I'm proud of everybody for going out there and vote. Again, thank everybody for watching. We're talking about the Mississippi election. So just tell us in the comments what you thought about the elections, or some things that we can do. Hopefully, everybody here went and voted. We had a very high turnout. So, and like Willie was saying, especially where he used to work, he used to tell people all the time, come to them town hall meetings, come to the elections, make sure you have a voice, because that's truly how things get changed. So
that's the only way, man. You gotta have a voice, and then how it goes. I mean, if you're not out there trying to vote, or at least trying to know what's going on in your local area, it's hard for you to really come out and say, "Well, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with that." Well, did you try to, make an effort for change? Did you do your part? I mean, right. At the end of the day, that's all you can really do. You do your part. So that's all we want. Just do your part, man.
That's all somebody asks for. Do your part, And it's funny. We can sit here and laugh and talk about it, but at the end of the day, like you said, if you didn't vote, I mean, what you complaining for?
Right. Right. When you 3 months down the line and you start talking about, well, what happened with the Medicaid and what happened with this and this and that? Did you pay attention to what went on?
You know what I'm saying? And one of the things, and I know a lot of people don't do it, and I ain't trying to get on nobody's case, but I take some time to watch the news, and every now and then, surprisingly enough, I may pick up that newspaper, only because, man, they say and do a lot of stuff in those things. A lot of people miss.
Yep.
Those folks are like, man, I don't watch the news. I sure don't read no newspaper. Yep. And it's like, man, you'd be surprised what you catch in one of those. And you'd be like, oh, y'all doing what?
You'd be surprised, right? I tell you, I didn't say it before on the show. Working in city government, like so many people are called, well, I didn't know they was doing such and such. I didn't know they was finna tear this building down. I didn't know they was finna repave this road and not my road. And I'd be like, well, okay, come to my office. I'll show you the public notice. I'll show you the meetings. I'll show you everything that was put into place before this actually happened. Like, you got to come out. You got to come out. They can't just up and do anything without it being approved most of the time.
Right. And a lot of time things get approved because ain't nobody in there to fight.
Nobody.
So you go. Man. Go in there. Any comments?
Comments. They add comments. Ask for people to come in. I've sat in so many meetings and it's no one there to oppose it. And it's like, I mean, okay, vote pass. So
yeah, and it is. The only meeting I remember going to, and people, it was plenty of people there, is not too far. I said not too far, but I stay kind of we've been annexed, but at one point we were pretty rural. We was in the county, and so the dump is normally in the county, and then you don't put them in the city. And so at this particular place, they was getting ready to kind of close off a road and redirect some of the stuff, but it was gonna close off access to like a whole community of people who've been living out there all their lives. It was plenty of folks at that meeting.
Oh yeah, that's some good ones right there.
Yeah, and they try to do something with that dump over there, change anything. It'd be plenty of folks at that.
Man, I've been there. Some of them be good, some of them. It's all about what's going on. You get certain groups out depending on what they trying to propose and this and that. Just depends. It just depends. But hey, yeah, come out, man. Just see what your local city is doing. You always got town hall meetings. You always got council meetings, planning meetings. Just try to be. And I think a lot of cities, everybody has to post minutes from all the meetings. They usually post them to the website. A lot of cities, they do the live streams for a lot of their meetings now since COVID. So it's different avenues you can check out to be involved in what's going on.
That's true, man. And Mike asked a good question there. What does the state do with the new lottery money? I know it's for infrastructure, but still, that's a very good question, Mike. When you try to look it up, it literally just says that for infrastructure, but it's a good thing to ask and figure out exactly what part of the infrastructure are they working on. Because I think last year they said they made like $46 million or something like that on the Mississippi lottery.
Oh, it's up there, man.
And I'm like, that's a real good question, boss.
Yeah, but man, stuff like that, you have a lot of litigation around it, and it usually should be appropriated to all the counties. Everybody should have access to it, depending on what their projects and this and that for that infrastructure, for the money. But the process of it ain't no telling how it's actually set up for the money to be divvied out.
All I know is if you win the lottery, especially one of them drawings, you got 180 days to claim it.
Oh, true, man. I'm waiting.
And the scratch off, I think, is 90 days. So,
yep.
But
I'm gonna win with them now.
Hey, look, go on win that lottery, man. Go on win it. Hey, I'm still here. I don't need much. I don't even want $1 million. If I can just get my house paid for, I'm done. I'm Gucci. If I ain't have a house note right now, it'd change my life.
Change a lot of folks' lives. I feel that. Hey, I'm playing. I'm keeping my high hopes.
I feel, and you're right, Mike. The pockets are being lined. New suits, new everything.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta think that's a lot of money. That's just sitting somewhere. It's a lot of money.
And at one point they were talking about opening up some new casino areas. They were trying to get something passed where they can put one on the Pearl River.
Yeah, I remember Pearl River.
They tried to put one out there on the reservoir. Them folks over there.
I knew that.
They did not go far, but
I would have went to that meeting.
So that did not go far, boy. Them folks in that neighborhood came out quickly.
Nah, you're not bringing that over here.
But they were exploring some avenues to having it putting one on the Pearl River. I mean, that'd be interesting if done right. I'm not necessarily lobbying for a casino, but I'm lobbying for a bigger event space. More attractions, bigger event space, you get more attraction, you get more people in. It feeds the city.
Right. Yeah, but you're gonna have to see some coming out that money soon. You're gonna have to see some.
I mean, you know, to me, it's free. Not say it's free money, but it's easy money. And like all these state agencies, especially teachers and education, like that's an easy spot that you could take a little bit of money and then give them some pay raises. What I learned from the election, not from the debate, is Mississippi, or at least in the last 4 to 8 years, we never fully funded the Department of Education. It's like, hey, let's get these folks some money. You know, maybe they stop asking me for school supplies.
Never. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that list regardless.
They can't help but get it now. We ain't giving no money.
When they get the money, you still gonna get the list. It might have 2 or 3 items on there. That's what we need to bring. Pack of pencils. But yeah, but see, another thing with that money, it like I say, it depends on how it's set up. It's almost like when a lot of cities they get earmarked money, they get funds from the government, but it depends on what the language is within that money and how it can be designated. Like right now, they can have it set up for infrastructure, and within whatever language they got to get that money out, that's what they are restricted to, which will make it hard to give it to other areas. But I'm with you totally, because that's a large pot of money. Like, I mean, now infrastructure, you can spend it if you like Jackson, like you could put a good dent in the water situation, the pipes. You could, depending on how much money, because it'll take a good bit of that, if not more. So
it's one of those things where it's the infrastructure of everybody but the places you want to see. And I hope the state of Mississippi is learning from the situation, not just in Jackson, but the stuff that happened in Flint and everywhere else. That Jackson is an old city and that we had the water issues, but the cities around Jackson ain't that new either. And at some point, it's coming for them too. So if they hadn't already been making preparations to change their pipes and stuff, get the roads fixed or whatever, we're gonna be in the same situation, just be a smaller city, and ain't nobody gonna talk about it because it ain't Jackson.
No, what's gonna happen is it's gonna get fixed. You ain't gonna hear nothing about it.
Yeah. And so, stuff like that. Mike again has a good point, man. People are hesitant to perform in Mississippi, but a new event space would be dope, and it would. Man. I just think now that's something they could put some money into. They could tear that Blasted Coliseum down and put something else there, or put some money into the Coliseum. Yeah, man, that thing. My daddy there was telling me about the flood or whatever.
Oh yeah.
The Coliseum was there. The Coliseum was literally underwater, and still in the same. Oh man, they can put some money in that thing.
It's still steady, still strong.
It's strong. Somebody gonna have to knock it over because it is not about to fall.
But I think that kind of goes back into that multi-purpose event, like what they were talking about with Jackson State, with the whole stadium thing. They wanted to develop a stadium which the stadium wouldn't just be just for football. Mm-hmm. It'll be multi-purpose. You can use it for this and that, as long as you design it right. So, and I'm still for that. I think they still need to explore that option. Well, I know they gave the funds to do a study on it, but I don't know whatever came out of that. But,
my stand on that is, I hate to just sit here and dog Mississippi government, but I feel like they literally help every school build the stadium that they got. And then when Jackson State came asking for help, they like, oh no, we can't help y'all. Y'all need to raise money. Mm-hmm. And it's like you help the other 3 schools with their stadium bills and renovations. It wouldn't really be no different. But that control, and it's one of those things. This will be basically not just in Mississippi, but I want to say in the nation, be the only school to own a dome. Like other schools play inside dome, but it ain't theirs. They belong to professional teams or whatever. Like this school to own a dome to be able to play professional sports, football, basketball, have attractions and everything in, they would be like the only one. And so I think some of that kind of play the issue too. You know, they don't want to make them, you know, the only one. Jay Key, what's good? He ain't but 47 late.
Just 47, bro.
What's going on, people?
It's good, man. It's good to see
you. How y'all doing today?
We doing good. We talking about your mayor that won the election, though.
The governor.
I mean, yeah, your governor. You know.
I don't know that man.
That's your governor.
Oh, you voted for him.
You work for the state.
You voted for him now.
He yours.
But no, I voted for Mr. Presley.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what happened in it. I believe a lot of our votes were. It amazes me that we decided to use paper for this election. I don't understand that. What was the reason for that?
What you mean? We've been using.
We always use paper.
Since when?
Since forever. What you mean?
We've been using the machine. What you mean the paper?
Y'all votes ain't never been counted.
Oh yeah.
Y'all been using paper this whole time?
Yeah, but when the thing gets slided in the machine.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't had y'all haven't been using the touchscreen system?
No.
Oh wow. And y'all in the capital city.
We don't stay in Jackson.
Yeah, I'm on the outskirts. But yeah, every time we voted here, we still got bubble in.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Slide it in the thing. Even when we was in Hattiesburg, that's what we did.
So we have a little machine. We slide a card in, take the card out, and turn it in.
Oh, okay. Y'all high tech.
See, that's why we lost right there. Nobody in Forest County vote got counted.
Ain't counting none of them votes.
I mean, well, we did paper this time, so it should. I guess I don't know.
No.
But I think Forest County did vote for Presley. I think he won Forest County. Is what I heard.
He probably did. Yeah, probably won Forest County.
That's what's up. Well, I don't know. It's been since running Musgrove. Do you see in the next 4 years?
Mississippi is gonna always be a red state. We ain't gonna change.
You don't think in 4 years?
Not only did he win, it like the whole ticket the Republican won. I think we're gonna always be a red state.
We were getting close.
I could see if like the lieutenant governor had one, or Secretary of State had one, or the traffic commissioner had one, but all of them Republican. Every area.
What was it? The Keeler Stamps. He won.
Who was he running against himself?
Nah, he ran against somebody. But I think it's more it's not local, but it's more localized because just break it up in sections. It ain't across the whole state. And I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I think in 4 years, Tate Reeves can't run again. I don't believe. I think he can only serve 2 terms. I have to look that up to be sure. But if the next person up would be Deborah Hosemann, and he is extremely liked across the state by both sides of the party. So if he run for it, I think he gonna win. I
don't see how Tate Reeves really won because people really don't like him. I think what would have happened if Presley had a ran as an independent, he would have beat, because we so determined to vote our lines, our Democrats or our Black American people. We're gonna vote Democrat all the way down. Our Republican people gonna stay with their Republican. If he had a vote,
one Republican on the ticket.
Well, I voted for like 3 because I worked with him.
I voted for Shad White, man. I had to vote for him.
I didn't vote for Shad White.
Why you vote for Shad White?
I like Shad, but Shad makes stuff look a little hard for the state workers.
Shad get the job.
But I voted for I voted for Michael Watson, which is
Bro.
Secretary of State, and Bill
Michael
Cheney, which
Watson.
is
Oh, he with the rebel you lit to.
yeah, because I work for them. I work under them in some of the
Michael
stuff for
Watson.
my job. That's because I voted for him. But anyway, I
Oh,
think if he had ran independent, let's be honest, if he had ran independent like Toby Barker,
mhm.
he might would have won.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt.
He wasn't
That's
gonna win. It didn't
'Cause
matter.
that's mostly how Toby won Harrisburg. Because if you really think about it, if he had a ran Democrat, he would have won. If he had ran straight Republican,
no,
he
if he had
probably would.
ran,
He probably still would have won, but he wouldn't have got all of
no, if he
the
had,
Democrat vote.
yeah, if he had ran Republican, he probably won.
Just want to let you know, Jonathan. Forest County voted Republican.
Did it? Somebody
Yep.
told me this week. Okay, well I didn't see it.
Nah. Basically the people, the Democratic counties were all on the West Coast. I mean, it was a couple kind of mixed in. Clay County voted Democrat. October Hall, Noxubee, Kemper, and then basically the West Coast. The entire southern half of the state is completely red. All them counties.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure the north is red too.
The northeast side is completely red.
Oh, I know they red.
And then most of central Mississippi is red. I mean, it is what it is.
Oh yeah.
Now
We are a red state. We will vote against our own interest in order to stay red.
Yeah, see, if you had been on the podcast about 30 minutes ago,
we exactly what we just
we said the same thing.
Like minds think alike. That's what I'm gonna say.
No, you probably listening. You took.
I really would. I just got home. I was
eating.
eating. I was eating and I was strolling. And I was like, "Oh, they still on. Let me pop on. Bring the people back in." Hey, people, I know y'all was missing me. I'm on here. You know, bring the audience back. You know, so that's what I said.
Man, we just lost a viewer.
Just lost. Gone. The dedicated one gone.
It's all good, man. It's all good. But you know, it is what it is. We're gonna try to do better. We will see in 2 years. Was it 2 years or next year? When is the president's election? Is it next year?
Shoot,
Next year.
Next year.
So we're gonna see what the deal is when that come around.
I'm still trying to understand. Maybe I'm a little lost. What is it that Trump got that he making that he is in the lead right now? I have no idea.
So
he running again?
Yeah, until he go, unless they find a reason to put him in jail, he got.
He ain't going to jail.
That man got 900 felonies.
He ain't in jail.
He ain't going to jail.
You know, they accuse him of 900 felonies. They ain't none of them stick.
And then he people drop out of the race on the Republican side, and then they endorse him. Like, what is y'all doing? Like, is this the smartest Republican y'all have? Because if you do, all of them dumb.
They scared of Big T.
Hey, they gotta show, they gotta be united one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting because I done heard so much stuff between so many people. They don't want Trump, but they don't want Joe Biden either. I'm like, well, you gotta vote for somebody. What you gonna do?
Listen, I'm be honest with you. I like Joe, but Joe getting a little old. Joe tripping and falling and stuff. I think Joe. Willie, I watched a clip of Joe the other day.
I ain't seen you tripping fall.
Listen, Willie. Willie, let me tell you about Joe. I said I like Joe. Listen. I watched a video the other day of Joe. They walk in, and apparently he was not supposed to walk to the podium. Joe walks to the podium and then says, "Oh, I'm not introducing myself. Such and such supposed to introduce me." And then he steps back, and the guy who really supposed to be up there comes up. I was like, "What is wrong with Joe?"
That was the icebreaker. He was trying to get
Joe is the president.
He sounds just like them delusional Trump voters.
He the president. If he want to change something on the agenda, it's I'll tell that man he can't walk up to the.
He just want to walk up to the podium and say some gibberish. All right.
Maybe he would. Maybe he was doing a mic check.
Yeah. If I'm the president, I'll walk. Hey, is this thing on? Everybody over here ain't nothing.
I mean, like this is a real live conversation. Really, is I think that we have too many old folks in
office,
in position.
100% agree with you there.
I think of Mitch McConnell. I think they got him sitting out for right now, but he's in the middle of interviews and just pausing. Yeah. And it's like, we got too many. They still want to do old stuff, and I think the thing is, the younger people coming up, they ain't gonna want to do it. But we're gonna have to have some younger folks up there to change some stuff, because we have old folks that need to retire. That's on the Democrat and Republican side. Ain't no way you should be still in office if you can't walk.
Yeah, that thing they got to put a cap. They got to put a cap on that stuff. I mean, at some point it is coming. It's gonna be a changing of the guard.
It's gonna have to be.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
You can be in office
forever, man.
Yeah, you can just keep running and running and running. It just don't make no sense.
The medium age for the Senate is 65 years old. That's the medium. That's the medium. So on average, majority of the people in 65, and then for the House is 57. And even I know people say 57 ain't that old, but you know how many people got to be of age for your average 57? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
These folks, in the average age for the Senate is retirement. You can retire at 65.
Listen, you're not open. And see, when we actually do get in power, now we're in our 30s, and like Rod, I know you in your 50s, but when we actually be able to get in office, we're gonna be old. So it's just gonna continue the cycle. The old people.
It's gonna skip us.
Let's think about it. I'm finna retire at 46.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna retire at 46.
Yeah,
and these people that's 85 is still.
We're gonna get to a point where it's time for the new group to come in, and it's gonna skip Gen Y and go to the next gen, because the gen before us haven't left.
Right.
And so they're not gonna let them leave and finally retire and then vote us in basically at that same age. So it's gonna skip us, man. We ain't gonna never see that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Right now, it's what Gen Xers are the people who starting to come into power. We right behind them. Man, we ain't gonna get.
That's what I'm saying. When that change in the guard happened, we.
How old is Barack? What, 55?
Barack?
I think he's 55, 57, something along there.
Barack Obama is 62.
When did he turn 62?
This year.
Yeah, in August.
Well, think about it, 4 years ago or whatever. He came out of office at what, 57?
He was elected 8 years ago for the second time. Yeah, so 1, 2. Yeah. So he was 50? Yeah, he might have been 50 when he won.
You just think about it. He is the youngest president. The youngest president. And what, Biden is the oldest?
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, I think Biden up there.
It don't make no sense. And then Trump is 70 something.
Barack Obama was 47 when he was elected. He wasn't the youngest. He's one of the younger. Technically,
the youngest?
Bill Clinton was younger than Barack when he became president.
Well, Bill
Clinton was 46. John F. Kennedy was 43, and Theodore Roosevelt was 42. So Barack was the 5th youngest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Yeah, Joe Biden was the oldest at 78, and Trump was the second oldest at 70. Ronald Reagan was 69.
You just think of their generation and our generation. What they're talking about. I remember Trump having some kind of interview, or was it some kind of debate where he say his dad gave him a small loan of $1 million to start his business. A small loan.
Yeah, but that's Trump. That's Trump. That's Trump world.
And we decided to elect this man to be over the free country because he thought $1 million was a small loan.
Well, when he got elected, people really felt like he was a voice of just regular people because he basically was just a regular person. He had
They voted for Trump because they wanted that nigger out of there, which he was already going out anyway. I'm being honest.
Hey, he was leaving anyway.
He was already leaving, but who was running? Who was it? Not Ben Carson, but what was the other black man that was?
The other black man that's doing what?
It was another black man that was running against Trump, but in the same Republican Party. He dead now though.
Oh, you talking about? Yeah, he ended up joining his his party.
Right.
I know who you're talking about. Oh man, I can't think his name.
He definitely wasn't finna get in. After they got one black one in, you definitely wasn't finna come in there.
Yes, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has announced his campaign for presidency. So we'll see if he sticks in.
As a Republican?
As an independent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he ain't gonna win that. You don't have the funds.
Well, Kennedy got all type of money, man.
I mean, he probably do, but he won't have the backing. Because if you're not a Democrat or Republican, you don't have that backing, that money wise in the backing.
Oh, he gonna get that money now.
I think I'm gonna have to vote, but I'm gonna have to run. But you had to be 33 to run.
He was gonna run as a Democrat, and he decided to run as an independent, so he wouldn't have to worry about beating Joe Biden in the primary. So,
yeah, I think the minimum age to run is 33. I'm just gonna have to run. I'm just gonna have to do it.
Bet.
I don't know. Ask me questions about the Middle East and wars and stuff like that because I don't know nothing about that.
You messing up now.
Nah, let that brother go run.
And it's
Trump didn't know nothing about that either. He was just reading whatever they told him.
You do have a point. And it's 35. Minimum age of 35 to run for president.
35? Oh, okay. I thought 33.
Yeah, 35.
You've been past this.
Yeah, 35 years ago.
You straight.
You ain't worried about it at all.
You gonna qualify.
You gonna almost break the record as oldest president.
You gonna be like, why you ain't come here sooner?
You know what I mean? You gonna have 4 birthdays? You sure?
Normally, Willie's gonna have my back on. We graduated together, bro. If anybody's supposed to have my back, it's supposed to be you.
Everybody here to see you, Otis.
Hey man, I'm your friend. I got you.
Man, we're gonna hold y'all up. We're gonna do this thing that we've been doing here for a couple of episodes. We might have missed 1 or 2, but on Wednesdays, there's this group out there. You find them on Twitter called the 6 Brown Chicks. and they normally put up about 5 or 6 questions. Normally it's something wild dealing with somebody's relationship, but they
Stuff
put
I
them
see
up.
on Twitter ain't got nothing to do with that.
No, they put up stuff. They put up these questions asking for advice.
Kick that
Can't
man
fool
off.
with Jonathan, man.
Kick him off.
And so, shout out to the 6 brown chicks. They probably never see this, but we shout them out anyway. This question is: my friend's husband, they're separated. So this girl is separated from. Now I don't read this one. I'm gonna read another one. I may come back to that. I just changed my mind. Hold on, let me find it again.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
gotta
read
scroll
this.
through all Twitter X.
No, it's right here. Okay, I'm gonna read this one because it's from a male. Since we males, I do that one instead of female. Okay, I'm in a serious relationship with my coworker Renee. Lots of rumors about her, but she's a sweet woman with 4-year-old twins. Coworkers judge me for taking care of her sons. They call me a simp or whatever. Their father is in jail. I've been with her a year, and I saved my money to treat them to a Disney-themed birthday party. I want Renee's son to have good memories. I didn't have a dad growing up, and I want better for these kids. I posted the pics from the birthday party, and my baby mama and my mother were unhinged because I haven't seen my own kid in about 2 years. My kid,
He was doing good.
my kid is hard. He's 7, and he'll be all right. Plus, if I take care of Renee's kid, someone would take care of mine. I'm reading how he read it now. It's a little. That's how karma works, right? But Renee is pulling away from me because my baby mama's online bullying advice.
Man, it started out okay. Like,
It really started off good.
I'm like, what they call the man a simp? He trying to do the right thing. Trying to get kids a life since their father is incarcerated. Cool.
I knew it was a hook in there somewhere.
And boom, the hammer. Man ain't seen that kid in 2 years.
2 years. But he say if he take care of these kids, then somebody take care of his.
My thing is, how you gonna say I tried to get him a good life because I didn't have a father growing up, but then you got a style like that you ain't even been a father to. Yeah, I don't have no advice for you, brother. Not anything. I don't have no advice for you.
I advise that brother to focus on the kids he ain't seen in 2 years. He needs to start there.
He don't have but one. He got one son. He said I haven't seen my own kid in almost 2 years. My kid is hard. I don't know what that
What that mean? Like he tough? Like he cool?
My kid is hard. He's 7 and he'll be all right.
So in other words, the kids he helping are soft. Them soft kids.
They 4. They don't understand yet.
Yes. And when you get past 5,
but at 7, you supposed to understand.
You hard.
You in the world.
Even his mama is mad at him. That thing, even your mama mad at you. So yeah.
Might have had a point. As far as his own kid is concerned, he in jail too.
They crazy.
So you taking care of these folks. I mean, these 2 kids because they dad in jail and you like the baby mama. So what you do when the dad get out of jail?
Hey, everybody saying baby boy. I know how it go. John probably ain't seen baby boy. My bad.
I have seen Baby Boy.
Good.
It's some of the other movies y'all be naming that I ain't seen.
Hey,
Speaking of movies I ain't seen, I want to see Harlem Night because everybody been talking about it lately, and I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it as an older person. I think I seen it when I was little, but I don't remember what it's about, and I just see clips, and I want to see the whole thing. But go ahead, Rod, to your next thing.
That man talking like the movie just came. Everybody been talking.
Everybody been talking about it.
I want to see what that's about.
I've been seeing a lot of talk about it lately. Even my boss man was talking about it. So, but go ahead.
Oh my god. Yeah, that brother got a lot going on. He need to focus on the kid.
I would have preferred you had went to the first one because it sounded like it was gonna be good.
I know, right?
Don't clown the man.
Right, you gave us a hug. I thought we were gonna get
Yes.
root for the brother.
Yes, Mike. He needs to rewatch or watch Harlem Nights.
He said, "I think I watched it when I was young."
I think I watched it when I was a kid.
You can watch.
Somebody was showing me this clip. Somebody was showing me this clip of the man. He was a preacher, and he was the man. The deacon was sleeping with the preacher's wife or something like that. It's another movie. I can't think of the name of it right now, but
I thought you were talking about Harlem. That ain't Harlem.
It was Eddie Murphy in this movie too. I can't remember. Nope, I take that back. What's the guy named the comedian that's in Harlem Nights? The older guy, not Red Fox, Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor was in this movie also. I think he played the deacon and the preacher or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you have Amazon Prime, you can rent Harlem Night for free.
Oh yeah, I don't have it.
If you got Paramount Plus, you can
watch.
It
will come on Tubi. Can I watch it on Tubi?
They probably got something called like Harlem Daytime.
Yeah, Harlem Dusk.
Harlem Dusk to Dawn.
What you gonna watch?
It's gonna be the same.
Be watching Brooklyn Nights.
Brooklyn.
That's what come on Tubi.
Y'all wrong talking about too. Brooklyn Nights.
You gonna watch it on Tubi? It's gonna be Charlie Murphy and
you gonna come back next week? That movie was like, yeah, you got the wrong one.
Chris Pryor. Man, y'all wild, man. But yeah, Left Poe fella.
Yeah, that fella got some stuff. He got a lot more. He got a lot of stuff going on. Cause my son will be all right.
God.
All right, do you want the other male question on here, or do y'all want one more? Y'all gonna call it?
I don't know. The dude's making us look bad.
I know, right?
Okay, well, the other way is it's one male or there's a couple women questions. The other male is a white male. I don't know if y'all will. He gonna make you look bad too. His is rough.
Yeah, we're gonna end tonight on a high note.
Yeah, the rest of them are pretty rough. I'm gonna read this anyway. It's funny. I'm gonna read this. It's not the male. It's the lady. I haven't dated in years, but my son's football coach is the man I want. We have a history. We went to college together. I accused him of date rape in college, and he lost his football scholarship.
Oh my God.
It wasn't rape. I just didn't appreciate how badly he treated me after our one night stand. I dropped the charges so he never went to jail. Now that he's my son's coach, I feel like he's not giving my son encouragement and benches him to pay me back. At the same time, discussing my son's performance on the team makes me want to coach all over again. How do I approach this? I think hooking up with him will help my son get off the bench and on the playing field. But if he rejects me, I could just report him to the school board. How to seduce him.
Hey, so what point of view we speaking for?
I'm gonna tell that man to run.
So that man,
but don't show no interest, none of that. As a matter of fact, put that kid off the team.
She gonna go to school board.
I don't care.
I'm with Mike. Put him in all passes across the middle. When we get through the season, he ain't gonna want to play football.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
What's going on, Renee? Thank you for joining us again today.
Yeah, that brother, he needs to stay clear of that.
Yeah.
Stay clear of that.
Man, again, shout out to the 6 brown chicks. If you know, on Wednesday they put up about 5 or 6 questions looking for different people looking for advice. So it's always fun to read 1 or 2 of those and just kind of get an idea of what these folks could do. Mm-hmm. You got one person who want to get with the coach of a team that she accused of raping her when they were in college.
He lost his scholarship. Right?
He lost his scholarship and everything. And you got the man who is trying to be dad of the year to 4-year-old twins, but he hadn't seen his biological sons.
You know what's so crazy about that? People really out there doing it.
Oh, it's true.
They would be the best stepdad in the world and won't do nothing for their own kids. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's real.
Renee, I'm gonna ask you a question if you still there or any other women that's there. Karen say, wait a sec, I just saw this. I too have not seen Harlem Nights. Oh man.
What? See, that's why me and Karen like real sister and brothers. Like we really sister brother from somewhere down the line.
We gonna watch Harlem Nights for November. You can forget that. Yeah, I don't even know how that happened. Come on. But Karen, Renee, if y'all still here, I'm gonna ask y'all this question. So Jonathan just made the comment about there's people out there that will be the best stepdad of the year, but tend not to take care of their own kids. I saw a meme today that says stepdaddies are men that women would not date if they were single.
I mean, they had to date them going to be a stepdad.
No, but they only date them because they got kids.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Things that make you go.
Stepdaddies are men that women would typically not date if they were single. So they basically saying that, the stepdad ain't got no kids.
Right.
Stepdaddy ain't with nobody, but he being dad of the year to somebody else's child. But ain't nobody willing to make him a dad. That's rough. Miss Renee, Karen, if you still, or any other of the ladies, if you're all watching, I just saw y'all because y'all made some comments there. What do y'all think? Mike said about the little boy that's playing, his health is in jeopardy. It will be because I'm putting him on the line. I don't care if he ain't 5'1", $180. He gonna play left guard.
That coach health in jeopardy.
Oh yeah, he going down one way or another.
I wonder, do he remember?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I guarantee.
You accused of rape?
Yeah, that man lost his scholarship.
She thinks that since she dropped the charges, everything was good. Now, that stuff stays on your. When that rumor goes around in any kind of way, rape, any kind of like that, that even though you might be found innocent or not guilty, that stuff stays with you.
As far as that community knows, especially like if that had happened at Southern Miss, that man would be a rapist. It didn't matter if
you are forever
jail or anything.
That's one thing.
Call that man a rapist.
That's one thing I found out about working in the school district. If all somebody had to do is accuse you for something, and you're under the scope of doing something, and your name is forever tarnished, you might not even did nothing. But because you was accused in the eyesight of the world or the community, you are guilty.
It's like that even in the court. You know, a lot of time people say, you innocent until proven guilty. It's literally you guilty until proven innocent.
Mm-hmm. And then you still guilty a little bit. You had to do something.
Yeah. Don't folks be in there literally fighting the show on people that you didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
All they need is a little evidence, just something.
Just a little bit.
You see, his phone record show he was right there beside him, and that's dope.
Just like this thing about this guy that's shooting in Jackson for that shot at the schools that they say was in Hattiesburg at the time. He couldn't have been made the shot. I'm trying to figure out how was that. They got him on video being here in Hattiesburg, but apparently he made the shot in Jackson. So I don't even understand how you arrest somebody that wasn't even in Jackson. I don't understand it.
So what I understand, hold on, let me get back to this real quick. So Karen said that's rough. That must have been one of those women who put them lists a few weeks ago, That's about the stepdaddy not being able to date.
Them folks that can't go to Cheesecake Factory.
Can't go to Cheesecake Factory.
Can't go to Cheesecake.
You know what I'm saying? That's bad because
I've been wanting to go ever since that list came out.
I hope we get one now.
I'm gonna get me some of that roasted herb chicken.
I'm gonna put out a sign: the best first day place on earth, Cheesecake Factory.
Raising County.
McAllister. But for what I understand about that guy that was supposedly in Jackson but wasn't in Jackson. From what I understand, that his vehicle was in Jackson. The car that they pulled over with the suspects or whatnot, the car was registered to him, or the car that was on his camera or whatever.
Well, they say his car is in the impound. Or was in the body shop. Did you read it?
I don't know how many cars the boy got.
I read that his car was in the body shop. He had just had a wreck or something a week or so before then. So he wasn't even in his car. He was in his daddy's truck.
That's what they saying about the truck. Yeah. And so what they're saying is they're trying to pin it on him because the truck was there, but they got him on camera in the drive-through somewhere else. So they don't know if somebody else drove the truck or what. I mean, it's a big mess. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Cause he's still in jail right now, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah. Well, it's that time, man. We appreciate everybody take some time to hang out with us. We got the Starter show to come on at some point, even though he was late, as he say. Everybody come to see him. So I hope y'all are.
I am Jonathan, and this is apartment 4A.
Yeah, and he won't be here for the next 6 weeks. So.
last time y'all gonna
see him again until 2024. So I hope y'all enjoy. But we appreciate everybody for taking some time out, especially on putting in your comments. Next week we have a very interesting show. We're going to do something different for the first time ever. We're going to invite some ladies onto the show. We've never had any ladies on the show. So for the first time ever, we're going to bring in some ladies. They are called the Lit Chicks. This is a book club that's based in Nashville, Tennessee. And so they're going to come on and we're going to talk a little bit about reading and how reading is done, kind of books they read, the books that males read, millennials, African Americans, is an important favorite books and stuff like that. So next week we'll be talking about reading, something we hadn't done ever. We've never had any ladies on the show, so hope everybody takes some time to be there. We're not going to talk about any particular book, so feel free to comment on how you feel about reading, especially in our community.
I wonder will my abs be back in time because I am definitely doing this show shirtless.
I think you got it, bro. I think you got it. I think you got it.
Like,
sit up too. Don't lean back like that. You gotta sit up.
I know I gotta sit up with it because right now I feel like it kind of look like a tablecloth right here. But I'm gonna work it out.
I got you.
Do some modifications.
I got you. It probably will be a couple of singles on them, man. We'll run to the Virgin place and make sure that
all right, Rod. Go on, wrap up the show now.
I ain't running nothing.
But we appreciate everybody for taking
Will supposed to be my friend since 4th grade. He ran one play for me in 4th grade, and that been it.
Did the play work?
No, it didn't work.
Hey, it's 4th grade. 4th grade, I'm trying to be a friend.
A real friend, Rod, would tell you, "Hey, bro, you aiming too high. Come on, come down a little bit." I went high, and he went on. And he took it on up there.
A real friend would also tell you aiming kind of low. You don't want to do this.
I wonder who that brother told me.
But a real friend let you waste a whole summer on something you don't want nothing to do with.
No.
All right, Rod, go wrap up the show. That wasn't my fault. That's not my fault.
We will talk about this one day on this show. We won't bring up no name, but one day we're gonna talk about what a real friend do for you. Hey man, we appreciate everybody taking some time out with us, man. Like always, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. Deuces.
Just kind of jumped out of nowhere. He was like, "Hey man, yeah, how about CDs?" Stuck it out there, and I was like, "People still put CDs.
How much you pay for this? You losing money."
People that smack while they eat.
Definitely psycho.
Like it's something that
I was sitting right beside the woman. You know, it's just that y'all eat a bitch deep.
Check us out on YouTube, and we'll be going live on Facebook next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until next time, guys, we'll holler at you. Peace.